G'day Pittsburgh Steelers fans, g'day Steeler Nation Australia. My name's Mark Davis and welcome to another episode of AFC North Rundown. What are we in now? We're in like week 15, I'm pretty sure. Like we got 10 days before Christmas. A lot of things going on. Our Steelers are still 6-1. We're even. We're down by 2 games in the division. We have 2 division games left. We have 4 games left. This season, this thing has flown by. We have maybe Big Ben's last season, so we have to, appreciate that. But I don't know if Big Ben's going to leave. You kind of never know if Big Ben's going to leave, to be honest. Our team isn't playing well. Claypool is doing distraction after distraction and first down after first down. Devin Bush doesn't know what team he's playing. He was asked in a press conference, how do you prepare for this week? And he said, I don't even know who we're playing. I'll find out Wednesday. That to me is a red flag. I think you need to know who you're playing. TJ Watt gets hurt. Joe Hayden's still out. No real depth on the defensive line. There's a lot going on. Mink is making all the tackles. He's a leading tackler for the Steelers. And you have all this going on. Najee playing his heart out. Frymouth playing his heart out. The O-line is changing every single week. And all this goes on. You think, can we win? Can we win a game? Can we go out there and beat the Tennessee Titans at home? Don't know. Let's get into the show. AFC North Rundown, week 11, week 15. Why did I say week 11? Week 15. So let's check it out. Pittsburgh Steelers are 6-1 in your week 11. The first game off the rank here, the San Fran 49ers beat the Cincinnati Bengals 26-23. I watched this game. I hate the Bengals so much. It was kind of fun. A lot of Bengals fans are blaming their coach, Zach Taylor, for some of the decisions that happened in this game. Basically, in this game, in a nutshell, the 49ers were up 20-6, and then the Bengals started to come back, worked their way back into the game. They went to overtime. As you can see my cheesy graphic here, I couldn't find a picture with the actual score. I'm pretty sure it was 26-23. Went to overtime. Bengals won the toss. They went down the field and they went for a field goal to go 20-20. The defense couldn't stop the Niners as they just walked down the field and got the touchdown near the end. I think it was a running back touchdown or on the side there. And the biggest thing is the Bengals suck. They're falling. They've lost 2 in a row. Next game. Every single week I look at these graphics and it just makes me hate them even more. You've got Myles Garrett there, who was the guy who did the helmet against, apparently Myles Garrett is a saint now because he's one of the best defensive players, but people tend to forget that Myles Garrett actually took off Mason Rudolph's helmet and tried to swing and hurt that guy with his own helmet. Allegedly, things might have been said, but I don't get involved in that. You took a guy's helmet off and you tried to kill him. And now he's meant to be one of the best players. He's a good player, but I don't respect him at all. I don't care for Myles Garrett. Yes, he got the touchdown, the fumble recovery. The Browns are playing some good football. They win this game 24-22 as Lamar Jackson went out. He went out of the game. He hurt his foot, so I wish him well. Hope he goes okay. You don't want to see players get hurt. You want to see the best team on the field on the day. So for us, the Browns here, 24-22 was a good victory. It brings the AFC North together, which is good. All right, next game. Yeesh. Oh man. Next game. All right, AFC North standings. The Ravens are 8-5, Browns 7-6, Bengals 7-6, and your Steelers are 6-1. AFC playoff chase. There's 8 teams in contention for all these playoff spots. I'm not going to name them all, but you can see it, mate. This is crazy. We still have a chance. We have a chance in the dance. And actually, our best chance really could be the AFC North because you have the Broncos, Raiders, and Dolphins, and Browns and Bengals all vying for, and Colts and Bills. I did name them all, and they're all vying for the AFC wildcard. Man, there's some activity outside with some birds. Yeah, geez. Look, AFC North standings. We're catching up because all the other teams failed. So let's move on. All right, cool. In first, we have the AFC East leading number 1, and they have the Patriots. As much as some people hate them, they're a very good organization this year. They're playing pretty good, playing really sound football. They might be the team to beat in the playoffs. Next, Tennessee Titans. We versed them this week. Hopefully, we can get a W. I don't really trust them to be the leader of the South. I did pick them to win the division, but I'm kind of wary. I'm very wary of the Colts at the moment, being 2 games back. If the Steelers can beat them, they'll move to 9-5. I don't think they're a true representation of a 9-4 team. But what is really? You know, when I say that, because next door you have the Chiefs who are 9-4, right? And they've won now, I think, like 7 in a row. They started 1-3 like us, and they got a few games, and then they won 7 in a row, I think. So they're playing better football. And then on the other side, the Baltimore Ravens, they're 8-5. So they're falling down. You know what I'm saying? They're going down. Prices are down. It's getting heated up. The last 4 games are getting heated up. In the AFC playoff race, the 5th seed is your Chargers, playing some good football at the moment. 6th seed is your Colts, who I talked about. They're vying for the AFC South division. They can get that. If the Titans fall near the end, they can get that. And your 7th seed is your Buffalo Bills. I don't think they make the playoffs. Going back, I'll talk about this too. I don't think the Ravens make the playoffs. Okay. That bird there. See that bird? Bird is a worm. Bird. Oh, chief. And bird. Okay. That bird, I don't think makes the playoffs. And I'll tell you why near the end. So stick around for part 2. No, there's no part 2. That bird there won't make the playoffs. I give the old Davison stamp of approval, the guarantee. That bird, 0 playoffs. Okay? You heard it. And I said it 2 weeks ago. Bird, done. Playoff out. So anyone call me crazy, but I'm telling you, they won't make it. Okay? That bird. Next. Charger. Yeah, cool. These 2. Okay, look. Charger and Colts are probably going to make it. Okay? So everyone's going to fight for the 7th. And the Bills. I'm telling you now, the Bills won't make it. That Buffalo Bill right there won't make it. All right, next. Okay. We have the NFL Week 15. The key matchup of the round. The Oakland Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Cleveland Browns. 6-7 versus 7-6. Now, I think I've picked the Browns. I made this slide a few days ago, so I think I picked the Browns to win. But I think the Browns have about 7 to 8 players on the COVID list. So that's very interesting. They have no team. And they can't go to their practice squad. I mean, their practice facility. They can't do anything. So, yeah, maybe the Raiders might be an upset this week. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a Joe Schmo in Australia. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I picked the Browns. But that was 3 days ago when I made these slides, these professional slides. And I thought, yeah, 28-27, they'll sneak away. But I reckon the Raiders could win this game because if the Browns have no players, yeah, Derek Carr might go off this game. You know what I'm saying? The Raiders' defense is bad, but This will be a fun game to watch for the AFC North because we want to see the Browns lose to go 7-7. I don't know. Maybe chuck some money on the Raiders. All right, next game. Oh shoot, I forgot. I forgot. That's right. I made this a few days ago, so I've forgotten what I put in. Super Bowl franchise wins. I was trying to compare both these teams, right? And as you got on the left hand side, you got the Raiders and the Browns. And as we bring up the 1976 Raiders, they've won one. 1980 Raiders won another. That's 2 Super Bowls. And 1983, 3 Super Bowls. Okay, but how many do the Browns have? How many Super Bowls do the Cleveland Browns have? Okay, and they just have. I actually went into, as you can see right there, a bunch of different languages. I searched up on the internet how to say 0 in every single language. And I've got about like 96 languages. So a few of these, I can't remember which ones are actually what countries. But if this is reaching you somewhere where you are in that country, you have 0, null, nulla, Nick, Ling. I think Ling is Chinese. Ling. Cyril and Cero. So good. They have 0. They have none. They've never won one. You suck, Browns. You're terrible. All right. Maybe I need to get back. This AFC North Rundown needs to be the beatdown because I need to just start really shitting on teams. I need to not, the Browns might win. No. They suck. The Browns won't win. They're going to fail. They've never won a Super Bowl. So 0, no, nada, Nick, Ling, Cyril. None, nada. Never won one. All right, next game. Bengals versus the Broncos. Another hard game, man. The Broncos came off an emotional win last week versus the Detroit Lions. They sent out number 88, Demaryius Thomas, with a really good tribute. It was quite nice. 88s everywhere. A very emotional victory, I think, for the Broncos and maybe a season starter. And now you have a game where this is all also 50-50. Same with the Niners. The Bengals I think the Bengals have lost 2 in a row, right? They were 7-4, now they lost 2 in a row. And the Denver Broncos have been pretty average. They're very similar teams. Very, very similar teams. Have a pretty good, strong run game. Their quarterback Joe Burrow is a better quarterback than Teddy Bridgewater. However, the Broncos have a really good running game. You say coaching sometimes gets in the way, So both 7-6, both 50-50. I don't know who's going to win this game, but I do want the Broncos to win for the AFC North standings, so they go 7-7. But the Broncos might be on a playoff push here. Very emotional win with Demaryius Thomas, and playing at home in Denver is always hard. So if the Broncos can win this game at home, they can vie for that 7th seed. So can the Bengals. But you're playing at home. If they can put 2 together, beat the Lions and beat the Bengals, sounds like the old days when the Bengals were terrible. But let's see. This game to me is 50-50. Again, it's very 50-50. The Bengals are not an outstanding team, and people forget that that we're in trouble 6-1. We're only 1 game away from the Bengals. We're only 1 game away from the Browns. Only 2 games away from the Ravens. So anything can happen in these next 4 games. Another game that I believe, actually, I think I might have did my first stuff up. There's no way that the Green Bay Packers are 7-5. I think I've made a. We're going to keep recording, but there's no way that I did that. Hang on a minute. We're keeping this in because this is my. I seem to do a blunder every single week. There's no way that the Packers are more than 7-5, right? So bear with me. Yeah. What have I done? The Packers are 10-3. Oh my. Wow. Okay. Blunder of the week. Packers are 10-3, not 7-5. It doesn't matter. The Packers are going to smash the Ravens. They have no Lamar. The Ravens are falling. They are falling faster than you can drop a tennis ball with the gravity and it falls to the ground. They're falling. They're bad. The Ravens they're bad. They're not a good team. They could be maybe the worst team in the AFC North. Maybe besides us. Maybe. I don't like them. I think they're going to miss it, and I'm going to explain why. Okay, Packers win 36-23. Aaron Rodgers is going to smash them. They're actually 10-3. He's going to smash them. He will smash them. Massive game here too. Steelers versus Titans. The game we have to win this week. I know we've been saying that every single week. Oh, you must win. Big game, huge game, exciting. Players need to turn up, This week, I'm going to be I've got a video coming out in the next few days for our playoff hopes and chances. So I'm kind of going to leave this one silent. I don't think we can put too much in it. I just think we need to turn on the television and, will our Steelers win or will they lose at this point? I want to be excited, but it's hard to get excited. And it's hard to cover this because we all know at this point, we need to stop the run and we need to score points, and we're not doing that. There's the locker rooms in shambles. I actually have, this is hard for me to say, I think the Titans beat us. I don't want them to, but I think the Titans beat us here. I think they do. I think they I just can see maybe the game's it's too big for us this week. Maybe it's too big. Maybe we are going to lose. Maybe we are who they thought they were, and we're not a good team. You know what I mean? Okay, let me go back to the main screen. It's hard. I don't know with this game. The history says we've won 47-32. But it doesn't mean much when your team's not playing very well. On all facets of the game, our team is just not around. The defense is 30. It's like 31st in run yards allowed, like over 1,000, over 1,500 or something like that. The defense is just not gelling. Witherspoon had a game last week. No Hayden. TJ Watt got hurt and then he went out. You want to see them do good things, and I think this will be the best game for us if the Pittsburgh Steelers surprise us and they play competitive football and they play a full 4 quarters at home. You're back against the wall. 1 p.m. game. Get out to a good lead. Use Najee, run the football. We've been saying these things all year. And we don't know who's going to win because we're 6-6-1. We're 50-50 again. It's a very, very interesting game because our season could be over with a loss. And if all the AFC North loses, if we win, we're back in it. We're right back in it. All right. In the final few minutes here, we're going to go look at the last 4 games of every AFC North team. I haven't got any visuals because I just thought about it, but we're going to look into the last 4 games. All right. Okay. Let's start with Cincinnati. Let me just go drink a water and then we'll start with Cincinnati. Okay. Last 4 games of Cincinnati. And it's kind of going to paint the picture who's going to end up where. Cincinnati goes to Denver. Okay. Hard game there. Then they verse Baltimore. Then Bengals versus KC. Then Bengals versus Cleveland. That's a pretty hard run. They could go 2-2 in that stretch. Easy 2-2 in that stretch. Okay. They could lose to Denver, beat Baltimore, lose to KC, and beat Cleveland. That's how I see it playing out, right? Next. So they go 2-2. They could end up being, what would they be? Like 9-7 or something? 2-2 would make them 9-8. 2-2 would make them 9-8. Could happen, right? They can go 4-0, and they could win the division and be 11-6. But I don't see that happening because they've lost 2 in a row, and I think they go 2-2. I actually think that they lose to Denver this week. Yeah, 2-2 goes 9-8. Okay, Cleveland. Cleveland has a hard schedule too. Now, maybe it could be probably the easiest one out of everything, right? But the Cleveland Browns, with the COVID stuff going on, no plays, they verse Vegas, which is like a 50-50 game now. Then they go to Green Bay, which Green Bay, if Green Bay is fighting for the division to win the division in 2 weeks, Green Bay will kill them. I think Green Bay will run out and do the same things. You know, Green Bay wants to lock up the division so they're going to rest players. Okay, so I think they lose that. Then they go to Pittsburgh, which is like an AFC North division game, and that game's going to be a color rush for sure. That game's color rush 100%. And maybe for the division, maybe could be near for the division, right? And then they verse Cincinnati at home. So with the Browns, I think the Browns, let's say this. I think the Browns, if the Browns beat Vegas, they lose to Green Bay, and they lose to Pittsburgh, hopefully. And like I said, they lose Cincinnati. The Browns could go 1-3 in the next 4 games, right? And that would make them 8-9, and they would miss the playoffs. So there's a lot of pressure on these teams in the AFC North. Now, the funnest one, the best one, your Baltimore Ravens, right? They got Green Bay, Cincinnati, or at Cincinnati, versus LA Rams, and versus Pittsburgh. No, I can't remember what I said for the Cincinnati game about 10 seconds ago. But I think they lose every single game. I'm telling you. I think they lose every single game. I think Green Bay smashes them this week with no Lamar. I think versus Green Bay at home, I think Green Bay goes in there and puts on a clinic and takes them out and beats them 34-7 or 10 or something like that. There's no way who's their backup? Huntley is going to beat Green Bay. There's no way. Like my pick of the week this week, if the Ravens win, I'll be very shocked. The Ravens are losing this week to Green Bay, okay? And then they go to Cincinnati. Also another hard game, 50-50. But if Lamar's still out and they can't run the football as well like they do with Lamar, even with Lamar, they're not the best team. So Cincinnati's going to beat them. That's 0-2. Then you all saw it yesterday. The LA Rams, who did they beat? They beat the Cardinals. Matthew Stafford is going off. He is playing a fantastic game. Sony Michel or Michael, whatever his name is, the running back is playing awesome. They've got a good football team in LA. They're going to LA. The Ravens are going to the Ravens are going to go to LA and win that game. No way. That's 0-3. And the last game, the Pittsburgh Steelers, if they're fighting if they're fighting, my apologies, the Rams come to the Ravens. Doesn't matter. The Rams will still eat them alive. The Rams and Green Bay are going to kill them. They're going to kill the Ravens. Okay, the last game, Pittsburgh versus Ravens in Baltimore. So far, it's a 1 a.m. game. Look, I think the Pittsburgh would edge it out, and if Pittsburgh's vying for a wild card, they'll try and win that. You know. Also, they'll try and win that because if they're going for the division, they'll need to win that game. They'll need to win 4 in a row. Okay. Right now, I'm telling you, the Ravens have lost 2 in a row. They're going to lose the next 4. They're going to lose 6 in a row, and we're going to laugh so hard because everyone laughed at us being 11-0, and then we went 1-5. They're going to do worse. They're going to lose 6 in a row. Green Bay, kill them. Cincinnati's going to win. Rams and Pittsburgh. The Ravens right now, jump on it, are not making the playoffs. No way. No way. That's my expert opinion. Okay, next we have Pittsburgh. I've been trying to get this trending, and I don't know if it's going to work because I'm not that popular, but I've been saying, here we go, 4 in a row. Here we go, 4 in a row. Here we go, Steelers, 4 in a row. We versed Tennessee, so we got to win that game. Then we go to KC. It's a hard game, but we've always played pretty well there. Then we have 2 divisional games, Cleveland and Baltimore. So even if we can go 3-1 and we lose against KC, we have a chance because then we'll be, I think, 9-6-1. So that could contend for the division. That contend for a playoff spot. But the biggest thing is we have to win 4 in a row. So all the AFC North has a really tough schedule. Baltimore has Green Bay, Cincinnati, LA, like I said. Cleveland has no players, Las Vegas, Green Bay, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. And Cincinnati has Denver, Baltimore, KC, and Cleveland. So, yeah. I'm telling you, these things might come. They might happen. Like I said, I've got a video in the next few days really outlining our chances and trying to be positive around our team, as hard as it is. But if you're a fan right now, maybe you just sit back and relax and go, well, have no bias. You know, you don't need to be super excited. You don't need to be like super down. Just be like, let's just watch our team and see what happens. Because Pittsburgh Steelers versus Tennessee at home, yeah, maybe they can come out and play some quality football. Maybe they can go out and tackle. Maybe they can do something. I don't really know. But yeah, if they win this game, okay. If the Steelers win this game and the AFC North, like Browns, Ravens, Bengals, all lose, man, I'm back in it. I'm always in it, but I'm like extra back in it. You know, like we're on fire. We're ready to go. But like I said, thanks everyone for checking out AFC North Rundown this week. Hopefully it was enjoyable. It was cool to have a bit of an insight to some of the teams. But the next few days, what are we today? We're Wednesday. Maybe by Saturday, I'll have a video out. And I like it. I've been working on some few things, and I've got some thoughts about the season. It's going to be called like top 5 positive thoughts about the season, because a lot of people out there, it's easier to talk negative. It's so much easier to just talk negative, like we suck, give us the draft already, you know. And it's harder to find the positives with the Steelers. So yeah, that will come out soon, and I have more things, more streaming to do. We could even maybe stream the KC versus Charger game, because that'd be a fantastic game. We might do that. I don't know. We might do that, depending how the next few days go. But yeah, it's fun, guys. It's really fun. Like, thank you for everyone coming into Steel Nation Australia. You guys can go anywhere. The channel and the YouTube stuff and the Twitch and that kind of stuff slowly building, which I like. So I'll have to have some ideas for the off season. Maybe do a video a week. You know, maybe I can, as my mate suggests, I can go and rate food. I don't know. But maybe we'll have stuff in the future, like for the off season. But for now, like, we got 4 games to go. You've really got to just say all those other games didn't mean anything. Chuck them away, and you got the Tennessee Titans coming in. You got to beat those Titans, okay? You know, they'll be saying, "Remember the Titans." No. Remember the Steelers when the Steelers went 4 in a row. Here we go, 4 in a row. That's what I'm saying. Here we go, Steelers, 4 in a row. You know what I'm saying? Here we go, 4 in a row. And yes, it's going to be bloody hard. There are some physical football games. There are some really physical football games. Titans, Chiefs, Browns, Ravens. Physical football games, right? But let's see what happens. We've got a chance in the dance, and it's not over till it's over, Red Rover. Never give up. Never surrender. Here we go. 4 in a row. Here we go, Steelers. Here we go.